I've got to have it low down because of my light. If I have posters too near the ceiling, you know, reflection, you can't see them proper, so I've got to have them down here. So after me 10 classic movie posters part 1 and 2, here's the sequel. Some classic double bill movie posters, yeah. I'm doing 2 parts to this as well. So first off, 10 classic movie posters, double bills, yeah. Right, here we go. So, once again, where's my wand? Here it is. Right. Alakazam and all that bollocks. As if by magic, the movie poster appeared. First classic double bill, yeah. It's Alive and doubled up with Badlands, yeah. Not a bad double bill. Slicing me fagged up. Save your screams until you see its face. And it's pretty good eye-catching poster. I like it, you know, with the yellow ragged font. It's alive, bastard. Have you ever seen it? It's Alive. I've not seen it for many years, but there's 3 in there. I've got the other 2 on video. I've just not got around to watching them, but I will do. And Badlands, in 1959 a lot of people were killing time, Kit and Ollie were killing people. Now the way that double bill, it's like sometimes it's half, exactly half down, but this is like 2/3ish, and they've kind of elbowed Badlands off to right a bit, so it must have been shortly, say, after It's Alive got released, I guess. I'm not sure what year it is, It's Alive. I know Badlands is 73, It's Alive, I know it's mid-70s anyway. So that's first classic double bill, yeah? All proper colour as well. Right, next one. Kentucky Fried Movie double billed up with the other Cinderella. The most outrageously funny double X programme ever. Positively not to be confused with any other film with a similar title, yeah. An adult fairy tale with buttons undone. Obviously it's like a soft colour version or something like, you know, good expression. Never seen it. But I like how they've doubled that up with the diagonal thing across it, and then you've got all the, like, you know, Stars and Stripes, Kentucky Fried Movie, classic. That, I've not seen that for a bit. Remember trailers? Catholic high school girls in trouble, more shocking than Mandingo. So yeah, pretty good, nice, colourful double bill poster there from probably late 70s. Alpha, remember Alpha? With you used to get them on video, you know, Alpha video. Anyway, right, next one. I think this was the initial release actually. This is when I saw these 2 films together. They came out as a double bill. It weren't a re-release. An Eye for an Eye and Road Games. Yeah, Chuck Norris doesn't need a weapon. He is a weapon, like, you know. Chuck Norris fact before they started doing Chuck Norris facts, yeah. And Road Games. On a 600-mile stretch of desert highway, someone is playing a game of sex, violence and sudden death. Double A, that's 14, X were 18. So why they put double A on with an X, I don't know, because as you were 14, I don't think you could actually get in, because you had to be 18, because it, you know. But Road Games is not a bad little thriller actually, Australian, directed by, where is he? Richard Franklin, I think he did Psycho 2. Jamie Lee, early stalk and slasher kind of thing, but from an Australian perspective. Not a bad, good music in it as well. And Eye for an Eye is kind of a bog standard average Chuck Norris thriller, but it's got, yeah, at the end it's got distinguished by probably the longest screen strangling in cinema history. When Chuck strangles Christopher Lee at end, it goes on for about 30 years, and you're thinking, like, you know, is this guy not dead yet? What? So yeah, again, artwork there, but on this one they've actually used photographs. So, but I like that one with the games smashing in, yeah. So not a bad double biller again. Next one. Who can forget Spider-Man and the Dragon's Challenge? See Spider-Man in action from New York to Hong Kong, battering old kung fu guys, all new. And it's the late 70s, but yeah, Nicholas Hammond, yeah, where you can see strings pulling him up buildings as he's pretending to climb up it, like, you know. Not exactly mega special effects, but it's alright for a laugh, you know. Pretty good poster though, you know. Spidey doing a Bruce Lee type kick there. Cactus Jack, yeah, that's again Jack Davis, yeah, one artist there to Mad Magazine, that actually. Not seen that for years, that. The Fastest Fun in the West. I think a different title in America. And Schwarzenegger is one of his early roles, playing Handsome Stranger, I think. But yeah, it's pretty funny, that actually. Cactus Jack. So again, yeah, classic double bill. Weren't a re-release, I think that's how they originally came out. Late 70s, obviously. Yeah. Right, next one. I've not dug this out for a bit actually. Yeah, I remember it. This were on Odeon, this. Communion, double billed up with Tintorera. Pray for her, Communion is here. American title, Alice Sweet Alice, and I think it's also known as Holy Terror. Not a bad whodunit type, murder mystery, Jello type. Communion, 1976 I think, a couple of years before Halloween, because it's American, like, you know. And yeah, well worth checking out if you've not seen it, Communion. And Tintorera, Jaws shock you, Tintorera will terrify you, obviously. Jaws, I think Italian Jaws cash-in. It was years before I seen this. I think you can get it on DVD. Susan George got top billing. I'm watching film, like, you know, and I get about 50 minutes in and I'm thinking, where the fuck's Susan George in this film? And then she pops up, like, you know, obviously just get a name on Paul, so I think she's only in about 20 minutes. Yeah, but I mean, it's not bad as a trashy Italian rip-off thing. Good poster, that. Whoosh, they wouldn't allow that nowadays, would they, you know? Naked woman eats shark's gob. Whoosh. So yeah, and that's good as well, with knife in it, you know. It's so yeah, pretty good double bill, that one. Like it. Right, next one. Now you can't say that's not a classic double bill poster. Carquake teamed up with the Giant Spider Invasion, the spectacular all-action giant programme. Carquake was kind of an A certificate Death Race 2000. I think it's one of them where they race across the you know, America in tradition of Cannonball Run, Gumball Rally, what have you. It's about 78ish. Oh no, I think it's about 76 Carquake actually. But it's a pretty good poster, like, you know, nice and dramatic and red. And then they contrast that with the blue and the orange of the Giant Spider Invasion one. Creeping, crawling, crushing. You won't be surprised to learn that the film's not quite as good as the poster. I mean, it's a complete misnomer because it's not a giant spider invasion. They're all mostly normal size old spiders. There's only one giant one, and it turns out to be like an Herbie car with legs stuck on it, you know. Bit El Chapo like, but cracking poster. As soon as you saw that, it's like, oh, I've got to go and see them. So yeah, it's Carquake. I've got it on DVD somewhere. It was called something else in America, I forget now. But yeah, that's a classic double bill poster, that. Yeah, like it. Next one. Do You Feel Lucky Punk? Yeah. Together both Clint Eastwood Dirty Harry movies. Now, Dirty Harry 71, Dirty Harry 71, Magnum Force 73, Enforcer was 76. So I presume this is probably from about 75-ish. Because it says both Dirty Harrys, so yeah, it's about 75. And again, like a lot of double bill posters, not all, but a lot, for cheapness, you know, they used to just do either black and white and then maybe one or two other colours. In this case, it's black, white and red, you know, but it's still quite distinctive. I still quite like it. I don't mind it, you know. This time the bullets are hitting pretty close to home. Yeah, Magnum Force would be main one. Yeah, you see Dirty. Would you see Dirty Harry first? Yeah, you would. The main one always went on left usually. and so yeah, quite good, decent double bill Clint Eastwood poster. Next one, again, classic double bill. You can't say that's not a classic double bill poster. Mary Millington meets Emmanuel in the greatest sex double bill of all time. I've got an original poster to come play with me. I explained that in other blogs. A load of crap. Best thing about it is poster. Emmanuel meets the wife swappers. Never seen it. Never seen it at all. I don't know how to get over that nowadays. An erotic experience, but it'll be just softcore crap. But yeah, good eye-catching type poster. Oh, that's completely missing. Yeah, it's falling to bits now, like, you know. But good classic 70s, late 70s double bill there. And 2 more to go here. Here we go. Monster teamed up with When a Stranger Calls, a horrific double bill that double dares you to see them. That's a pretty good poster to Monster. Also called Humanoids from the Deep, you know, with woman in front with tits hanging out. So that's a pretty good poster. And Doug McClure, so it's a bit, even though it's an X, it's a bit El Cheppy with effects. They're just guys walking around in dressed like that, you know. But it's, I've not seen it for a few years. I'm going to have to give it another watch. It's alright for a laugh, like, you know. 1980, that Monster. When a Stranger Calls, again, the most terrifying movie I've ever seen. Every babysitter's nightmare becomes real. Yeah, she gets them phone calls. Have you checked the children? Like, you know. It's worth a watch actually. When a Stranger Calls. I think that's from about 80 or 81. That, something like that. But again, yeah, you've got green on one side, then the red on the other. So it's quite good contrast there. Like that one. And the final one, the classic. Now you can't say that's not a classic either. The Master of the Flying Guillotine teamed up with Zebra Force. I like the artwork on that. It's coming out at rocks, you know, Master of the Flying, and you've got this the guillotine just whizzing over his head. And the Master of the Flying Guillotine guy, Feng Wu Shi or something. I'm going to kill every one-armed man I come across, like, you know. Tons of one-armed men hanging about in 18th century China, you know. And that when he fights the long-armed Hindu champion, you know, with arms. Fucking classic. So yeah, Zebra Force. Who were they? Where did they come from? Zebra Force was one of the most surprising endings ever used in a motion picture. I've still not bloody seen it, Zebra Force, either. But I think it's on YouTube somewhere, so I'm going to have to check it out, you know. And but yeah, that's a classic double bill, nice and colourful, late 70s, I think. 76 Master of the Flying Guillotine, I think. So yeah, so that's it. Hope you enjoyed them 10 classic movie double bills. Stay tuned for the sequel, and see you later.